Okay guys, so I'm working on the Blinkies back and forth. And the one thing I noticed about Robbie, the fronts go back and forth like that, but the backs do exactly the opposite. So the back looks like that. So it's actually blinking back and forth on that side and that side too. But when you see it from the front, it just looks like it's going back and forth between the two, but it really doesn't. So I thought at first I could just short straight across to each one and it'd be no problem, but nope. So if your left one here is blinking in the front, then that means the right one back here is blinking at the same rate. Just the opposite on this side and this side. So if you look at the movie, you can actually see that it blinks like that. So that made it a little more difficult for wiring wise because you can't just short straight across like I could. I had to literally snake it through the head and do some dressing with the cabling, which I did, but it's just experimental right now. So I've got that going. So I'm 3D printing the pieces that go here. These pieces were just trial pieces right now. I'm really 3D printing the ones that go there. And then I'll dress everything up nice and pretty and put all the lights in proper and everything. But this is the bulb that I have right here. And I printed this out of just a clear blue. I like it. Reminds me of a Christmas bulb, which is what Robbie reminds me of when I see it. And of course, when that's inside the silver, it'll reflect real nice and neat. I'm still working on the cam situation for this guy here. I'm not really happy with them. I was before, but now that I'm working on the head, I'm looking at the head really close on the movie, and I've got some differences in mind that I need to fix. I do want to have all of the sax valves exactly the same sequence or close enough to the same sequence. And I did notice that these don't just flip, they actually shake when they flip. And that's because the 3 cam that's like this is hitting it really fast and causing it to shake like that. And I'd really like to be able to do that effect. I'm trying to get as close as I can to the Robbie, as best as I can. And as you can see right now, his color tone is come down a lot. So the paint is almost completely dry. It's got probably another week to go before it's completely fixed in, but it's looking really, really good. And a number of you contacted me on YouTube asking me about other things to show, just not my Robbie. Robbie's what I'm doing right now. That's my main thing. And I'm working on Rosie for my wife, and I've got Mariah I'm working on at the same time I'm doing Robbie. And then I've got like 3 other projects I want to do. I definitely want to do a Johnny 5. I know the guy who made it for the show. Eric's a really good friend of mine. Haven't talked to him in a long time, but he's a good guy, and he's the one that actually, him and his crew machined Robbie and made him, not Robbie, but Johnny 5, and made him work. I'm gonna try to 3D print a Johnny 5. I don't know if it's possible, and I've not seen anybody do a 3D printed Johnny 5, but I'm starting to understand 3D printing pretty good now, so I thought I'd give it a whirl, and I might even find some STL files that I can modify and make work. Anyway, back to this guy. So as you can see, it blinks back and forth on the sides, and it blinks back and forth in the front and also in the back. So that's the sequence of events that I see. So I'm trying to get it as close as I possibly can to what I see in the movie. And again, I'm so sucky sad that I can't walk in it because I know it would have moved absolutely perfect. The hinge that I created was just so smooth and everything. But, you know, I can't just bitch and moan about it. It is what it is. Anyway, I'll just say end of video and happy printing.